the first thing we're going to do is take this single shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is ES13, and we're going to use this as our transition shade. This is a warm kind of tan color, but it's not too dark, so we're just going to use this to map out our crease and just blend it in the crease. I'm trying not to do it too messy, so I'm using a smaller brush and just kind of working it right in the crease. After that, we're going to go in with this ES64 from Morphe. And again, this is a lot more warm, a little bit more orangey toned, and we're going to just apply that right on top just to give the crease more definition. And just work it in as we did with the first color. You just want to basically build up, go from the lightest to the darkest. So now we're going in with this deep color. This is like a brown maroon, and this is ES24. And we are going to use the same brush and just kind of go in the crease on the outer end and just kind of add it for more depth before we go into the lid shade. So just keep blending that until you feel like it is, you know, blended nicely. And then we're going to go in with this Dazzle Shadow and Last Dance from MAC. I didn't really like this with this look. So you can do any kind of shimmery shade on the lid, or you could just do like a matte shade, anything you want to do, but I'm just applying it on the lid. And then I'm going to go back in with Morphe ES15, which is a warm brown shade, and use a smaller brush to really define that crease and kind of just blend out where I put that lid shade so that it looks kind of seamless, like it was meant to go there. So now I'm going in with my favorite liner, and we're going to do a winged liner. This is the Artist of Makeup liner pen. This is my favorite ever. It's like the Kat Von D, but it's like easier to work with. So now I'm going in with Lena Lashes and Sierra. These are synthetic lashes, and just applying these, and then we're gonna go in with some ColourPop shadows. This is Stereo and Dance Party, and I'm kind of mixing them together and applying this in the crease on top of those warm browns that we used. So I decided that I wanted a little bit more of a purple tinge, so I went back in with just Dance Party, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm applying this in the crease like I was before, but I'm using this brush from Morphe. I can't remember the name, but I will link it down below. It is absolutely phenomenal for crease work and for ColourPop shadows. So after we're done with that, I'm going in with this Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer in IT Cosmetics. And I'm just going to do my typical concealing, highlighting, basically just applying this everywhere I want light to hit. And then we're going to blend it out with a beauty blender. I always spray my beauty blenders with fixing spray from Ofra, but you can use MAC Fix Plus, you can use anything you have on hand, or you could just use water, but I like to use facial setting sprays. I just like the way it looks. To set my concealer, I'm using my Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier. You guys know I'm obsessed with this. I'm just applying it under my eyes and on my chin a little bit. And then after that, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder to set the rest of my face. And I'm just going to use I think this is a Juvia's Place brush. I really like this one for foundation and powder. So I'm doing that, and then after I do that, I am going to contour, and I've been loving this Tarte contour palette. I'm just going to use my Delium Tools brush, which I use in every video almost because it's just the perfect size brush for contouring. So I like to do powder contouring usually. It's just easier, and sometimes I find if you use creams, it can pull your foundation or lift your foundation, and then you have kind of a muddy mess. So if you're new to contouring, definitely stick to powders. So when I'm done with that, I am going to apply the translucent powder from Laura Mercier underneath my contour to sharpen it, and then we are going to wipe it away. But usually you would let it sit for 5 minutes, but the power of editing, I'm just wiping it away. So now I'm going to mix these Morphe shadows in ES64 and ES14, and I'm going to sweep these on my lower lash line. We're just going to kind of bring the warmth to the lower lash line, and then we are going to go with these cooler shades in ES62 and 68 and sweep that right on top of those colors just to make it a little bit less warm. And then I'm going back in with Dance Party and that brush I was telling you about from Morphe and sweeping that on top of the colors. Kind of the same thing we did in the crease on the lid. So now I'm going to contour my nose, typical, just using my LA Girl Pro Concealer and blending it with my Luxie Beauty brush. And then after that, we are going to go in with blush. This is a beautiful blush from Natasha Denona, and it's a little bit deeper than what I typically would do. So I decided to use it in this tutorial just to kind of use some different stuff. So I am applying that, and then I am going to go in with my So Hollywood highlighter from Anastasia. If you hear my Pomeranian growling in the background, he has no respect for me right now, and I'm sorry. So now I'm going in with some white eyeliner from ColourPop, and then I am going to apply that to my waterline and then apply some mascara. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with this liquid lipstick from ColourPop and Platform. This is a really peachy, warm nude color, and that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry about my Pomeranian. He wanted to be featured. I'm sorry I couldn't stop it. I love you guys so much. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you've been loving this month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!